Hi, good morning. Carrie and Sharice here today with Jaclyn.
Yeah.
Just wanted to do a little introduction and kind of chat a little about who you are and how you got here and what are we doing now.
All right. Well, I'm Jaclyn. Grew up in Orange County, so I've lived in Orange County my whole life. Now live in Anaheim Hills with my husband and 4 kids. Yeah. Went to Catella High School. Went to Cal State Fullerton, go Titans, and just love the area. Never saw any reason to leave because, you can't beat Southern California. But I started helping the girls with just some phone calls and setting up appointments probably like 8 years ago, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I think like 8 years ago. Oh. Very part-time. And then they were like, hey, maybe you should get your license. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I think I could do that. And I've had my license now for like 6 years and I love it. I don't see myself doing anything else and it's been great. I can't complain, even though I do.
You have to.
I shouldn't complain, I should say. Very fortunate. Love the people I work with. Love my family. I have a big family.
That. Like, we've known each other for a long time.
Yes, I've known Carrie and her family since high school. Even my husband's known her brother since like elementary school, so a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, very long time. And then obviously met Sharice through the years, just being her bestie. And so yeah, our families know each other. We definitely have a family feel here. With events and things. I can bring my nieces and my nephews and my brother and his family because everybody's local, which I like. I like that it's very open and friendly, and I wouldn't want to change anything when it comes to that. I like being a part of a team, and that's how it feels. So,
talk a little bit about coming the last 6 years, maybe.
I had a real slow start. I think my first year.
She has 4 children.
I had 4 kids,
so let's just talk to that.
I have 4, and the young.
So it's not a slow
start. They range. I have 18 to 5 years old, and so my 5-year-old just got into school for the first year. So everything has changed with him being in school, and I have more time. So yeah, it started off real slow. I think my first year I did 1 transaction and I was very happy with that one. And then it's just kind of snowballed. I would say this year's the first year I would consider myself a full-time agent, and I hit my goals. I pushed past my goals, which was great. So I think kind of the sky's the limit. I just see myself getting busier and growing as the years go on. I'm teaming up with Vanessa, which she'll be here soon. So we have an area that we're working together and gonna kind of see how that goes for us. And then we talk about maybe being a full-time team down the road. But for right now, we're just starting out slow.
Talk a little bit about your clients, where they're coming from and how you're getting them. How is that?
The majority of my business has been through referrals. I have a big sphere of people that I'm, involved in, where it be PTA or sports or family or family friends. It's just been.
She keeps her calendar very full.
Yeah,
I also
very
would
social.
like to point out that your entire family was here on Sunday.
Yes.
But she had other plans.
Yes.
So they all went to dinner with the people they were with, and she was like, "Oh, I'm booked. I'm booked. I'm booked.
I'm sorry.
I have a movie, and I have
I had an event. Yeah, I like to keep it, active. I kind of thrive in chaos. So the more that's on my plate, the better I do. So I can't not have a lot of friends. Yeah. So.
And she's not quiet about being in real estate. She's not afraid to tell people about it. So
I'll tell everybody. Yes. Anybody.
So I feel like that's true. That's done.
Yes, I talked about it. Yeah, I love it. So I think it's once you love something, it's so much easier to talk about, just because it's so natural. Yeah, exactly. I sold insurance before, and I did not.
She sold pet insurance.
Well, I just like to say insurance. It sounds fancier. But yes, I sold pet insurance for many years, and that was not my gig. Sitting in a cubicle with a headset and
your cat needs insurance.
Yeah, well, check it out if you have animals. But not my jam anymore. I like being with people. I know a lot of people. And I just think it just fits for me. It fits my personality, and I can get people in, I can get them into their house of their dreams. And now I'm starting to have that little bit of like repeat business where it's like, oh, you helped me buy this, now I want you to help me buy this. Oh, I bought this house, now I'm ready to sell and downsize or upgrade or whatever it may be. So that's kind of nice to see that that's all happening.
Yeah, and you did it right when they're coming back to you.
Exactly. And so I would say the majority of my business has been referrals and family and friends. And I think that's key for a starting out new agent is having someone trust you to do the first couple ones, because it does take time to get comfortable and know exactly what you're doing. So I think that's been a blessing for me, having the big circle and having the big amount of people that my life touches. So that's
the hardest part.
The hardest part, I would say, is the consistency on like the farming and the marketing. For me, that's a challenge. Social media can kind of be a challenge. I don't have a huge presence in the social media world. I think it's just, I just get sidetracked with everything else that's going on.
Sure.
Like when I leave here, I got to go to a appointment with my one son, and then I got to pick up another, and it's just so, I might not get to snap on and do everything that I want to do, but I think that's been the hardest thing, is the consistency of the marketing and the farming, because it does work and I know it works, but just sticking with it. I don't have a problem talking to people, so that's not an issue.
That's come through.
Not an issue. But yeah, so I'm very much a people person. I'm a pleaser. I really want my clients to be happy, and I want them to get everything they deserve. So that's like always my goal.
Yeah, what would you say is the best part of
oh my gosh, there's so many good things. I think finally feeling at home with like my career and actually being comfortable with it, and knowing like this is this is not only where I want to be, but I'm good at it, and I love the atmosphere.
Right, and evolving. Right?
Exactly, and it's always changing.
I think you're a perfect example of like there's so many ways to be in this business, right? I mean, like full time, all the time, whatever.
Right.
But you can also grow into it too, and I don't think that I think for your life, like it made sense.
It did make sense,
right?
and I think
one deal
also,
was all you were looking for 6 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And if 6 years ago you would have said you would have hit what you just did,
no,
this year,
I would have been like, yeah, right. That's
exactly.
not going to happen.
Exactly.
So I think also too, a lot of newer agents, you can't compare yourself to somebody that's been in the business 5 years.
Right.
Just don't do it. It's just,
right.
You're going to set yourself up for failure. I think everybody's different. I always kind of tell people, like when they're starting, like you got to walk before you run. And so I feel like I'm just now starting to run.
Yeah.
And I feel like that feels great. And so I'm going to keep it going.
What does 2022 look like?
Busy. Busy. I just see a big year. Just even with my own personal life, like big things are happening. One's going off to college. Other one is starting to talk about where he wants to go to college, and then, kindergarten for the other one. I mean, so that is big, but then with work and everything, I've already started lining people up that are ready to put their house on the market, ready to make a move, if it's out of state or just downsizing, upgrading, whatever it may be. Conversations are already happening, and we're already getting things on the book. So I think it's going to be busy.
I like
good.
I like it.
Yeah.
We're so happy we're here, or you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you for sitting down and chatting with
Yeah,
us.
it was good.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's our big there.